Wyveryn. As I write this letter, I prepare to lead forces loyal to the Duke of Dirgon into war against the traitorous Simeon Okra. I do not expect to live through the battle. I write you this letter to express the thoughts that I could not in the flesh. We are brothers, you and I, in spirit if not in blood. You will never know my joy to have discovered your existence after the death of your grandfather and my adopted father, General Lux. I was afraid that I was alone. It is Tyr's design that I am not. You, Wyveryn, are a representative of a noble and mighty family. Honor and nobility flow through your veins. I have tried to protect and foster you in my way, in the same way that I was fostered and protected by your grandfather in the Liberist army. I was given purpose. I was not lucky enough to have been born a Lux, and I have spent many years of my life trying to prove that I am worthy of the name. I had hoped that I could inspire you to do for you what my father did for me. In this, I have failed, and for this I am sorry. You walk your own path, I see this now, and it is not such a bad thing to be oneself. We have not always seen eye to elbow, let alone eye to eye, but you are family. I love your family, Wyveryn. I owe my life to it. It symbolizes everything that I have learned. I loved your grandfather beyond measure. I love you too, my nephew. When this day settles, when the blood and the fury and the politics of power subside, there will be a vacancy. I ask that you find it in yourself to fill this void. You are the living heir to Lux. It is your right and your responsibility to step into the light and to lead. I know that you search for the place in this world. I know that you run away from responsibility for fear of having your heart wounded once more, as it has in the past. However, you have an opportunity to turn aside this barbarism, to see into fruition a new world where magic and man can stand together in the light, keeping this darkness at bay. I know you lost your parents to bigotry and violence, and this is a shadow on your heart. Do not forget that when you lost a father, I too lost a brother. You have an opportunity to build a world where these things are unheard of, where man and elf can live side by side in harmony, and you must, so that our family does not suffer as it has for naught. I know things about your father, things that I would like to share. I know that he was loyal to his friends, and funny, and light of spirit. I wish these things for you. I know that he was fast friends with Alan Flick. Some things hold true even unto the next generation. To know more of this side of your father, take the time to speak with Duke Morgander. He will show you a side of your father you scarcely knew. Also, your grandmother is unaccounted for and may yet live. I hope you can discover the truth. My wish for you is that you find the carefree and easy existence of peace and lightness of heart for which we fight today. I hope you live out a full and hale life. I hope that you find a good Macronan wife and have many children. I saw the way you looked at Ashlyn. I hope that you will rebuild the family name in a good and virtuous manner. This is your mission now. It is far greater than any task of which I have ever been commissioned. But I envy you this responsibility. Despite our differences, you and I are very much alike. Different sides of the same coin, perhaps. I know the sting of racial prejudice. I too am half-elf, and I have also wondered about my true family. I am an orphan. I'm glad that you now know your legacy. I'm sure for you it is a huge weight off the soul. While I feel fortunate with my lot in life, I will always bear the scar of not knowing my real father and mother. You, like me, are hard-headed and have the will of iron. You will make a great leader someday, sooner than later, I'm afraid. There is a reason you do not lead an army on this day. Not because of lack of faith, but because someone must survive, live to be a symbol, to rise in our stead should we fail, or to lead the new world should we succeed. You will need to be strong. You will need to pick up the pieces. I do not expect to be here to help you. Aurora and I are soldiers. We know and willingly accept the sacrifices we make on this day. Magenta will be on a journey from which he will not return. I think Marcus accepts his exile as a fitting punishment for his hand in killing the general. Isn't it ironic that Marcus is saving the balance that the death of Lux unraveled? Your mission, to protect Lady Brillowen and Marcus as they find the door to the Feywild, it is most crucial. It is literally up to you to save the world, to ensure the bright future that I hope to be yours. I have the utmost faith in you, my brother. I ask that you open your heart to friendship, Wyveryn. Enjoy life's simple pleasures. You now carry on the Lux tradition. It is time for me to say goodbye. Watch over Thomas. He will need you before the end, I am afraid. Do not mourn for the fallen. It was my father's greatest wish to die in battle, surrounded by friends and allies, fighting for some great cause. Could the adopted son of the great Evander Lux hope for anything less? See to the child's safety. May Tyr guide your hand. In loving reflection, Aeroth Ravenswing.